Sharing with you in this video where the real magic, where the real growth, and where the real transformation actually happens, and why most people miss it because they choose to stay stuck in a state of stagnation. And so when we're stuck in a state of stagnation, oftentimes we don't see it as a choice, but this video is going to highlight why in fact it is actually a choice to be in a state of not being able to change, not being able to move forward, and whatever the case might be. And so the first thing that I want to share with you in this video in terms of how to do this is to have a balance of both the masculine and the feminine. So it's balancing both the logic and the emotion, both the heart and the mind. Both of these things should be in sync. And so when these things can be in sync, oftentimes things just go a little bit easier. And so the way to actually do this is not through some plan or some structure or some technique that I'm going to be sharing with you. The ultimate answer is having a deeper trust within yourself. You could call it your intuition. You could call it whatever word resonates for you. You can be that connection to the present moment. It can be your source. It can be the divine intelligence. You could even call it God or whatever word resonates for you. But honestly, at the end of the day, what we have to start to see is that that place that we're focusing on is what's going to help us to start to navigate balancing when we have to do certain things and what way we have to be depending on the moment. That's something that we're gonna actually have to start to be aware of, and through that awareness, naturally the change will happen where you know when you need to be more logical and when you need to be, so to speak, more emotional, and when you have to balance these two sides of yourself. So these things have to be something that, again, you're aware of, and that awareness will naturally bring forth change. And then so the second thing that I want to share with you in this video that's going to start to help you to facilitate that growth and that transformation that a lot of people are missing because of that stuck, feeling of stagnation, is detachment of the past and the future. So you have to be detached both from your past and your future in order to get into a space of growth and transformation, because growth and transformation only exists when you connect to the present moment. It only exists in the now. It only exists in the present moment. See, most people don't realize that their goals exist in this present moment. And what I mean by that is that when you get to the goal, it's not going to be any other moment than the present moment right now. It's always the present moment, right? Because the past and the future exist as a concept in your mind that are disconnected from a lot of the times, or make people feel disconnected a lot of the times from that source, from that intuition that sort of helps you to navigate how you need to be doing things in your life. And so oftentimes we attach to both the past and the future simply because of the identification with it in the first place, and then the loss of that initial awareness and source of who we truly are. So that's going to be my personal opinion of the utmost importance to get into that space of growth and transformation that, again, a lot of people miss. That feeling of stagnation, feeling of stuckness comes from identification with the ego, with things happening in your life, the emotion, the past, the trauma of your past, or whatever the case is. And then, you have all this anxiety about the future and all the stuff that's going to happen. It's like all of that comes from attachment to the past. Not that these things are wrong or unjustified or in any way shouldn't exist, but the case is that they oftentimes do exist. And if something exists, it has to be honored. It has to be respected. And so it doesn't mean that you pretend that it doesn't exist. It means that you don't attach to it. You don't cling on to it. You don't allow your consciousness to cling on to the negative emotion. You just let it pass by, just like sort of a cloud in the sky that passes by. You allow the negative emotions in your life of the past and the future and all your problems also just to pass by. Remember, this too shall pass. So this is something that, again, we need to not necessarily try to control in our life and figure out what I'm saying, but by simply through being aware, this stuff will get sorted out naturally in my personal belief and in my personal opinion and in my experience. And so the last thing that I want to share with you in this video that's going to help you to facilitate more growth, more transformation in your life to, again, become the person that you actually want to be instead of who you believe that you have to be, is to have an understanding that fear does not need to control your actions. That's going to be a very powerful place to start to have more transformation and growth happening, because most people don't take action because of fear, and that's a problem. Fear is not telling you to not take action. Fear is just telling you that maybe you feel scared about something, or that you feel have an objection to something, or that you're worried about something. But oftentimes these concerns and these objections are just based upon your past conditioning and the way that you were conditioned, which is the way that you were conditioned is usually out of alignment with the new person that you're becoming anyway. So of course, fear is that past emotions coming, all these past, situations and emotions coming up that are out of alignment with the new person that you want to be. And that should never dictate your action towards your vision and who you want to be. It should never do that, because if that's what happens, then what begins to happen is that now we're not aligning with who we actually want to be. We're just aligning with this version of ourselves that we believe that we have to be because of our conditioning and because of our past and whatever the case might be. So when we can get into a place of allowing ourselves to take action regardless of an emotion of fear, not to say that you should go against your intuition or negative emotions, it's to see the difference between true intuition and then a feeling of positivity. A feeling of positivity is not intuition. Intuition is something that genuinely makes you, yes, feel better in the end, but it's about seeing that maybe if you go against your fear, that's what's going to make you feel better. Your intuition can communicate to you and say, okay, like if I feel scared right now and I don't take action on this, I'm actually going to feel worse. I'm going to feel more upset, more regret and guilt and shame. But it's like if I go against my fear, prove to myself that I'm greater than my negative emotions, then you feel better. Then you feel more self-trust. You feel more, you feel like you have more sort of not pride within yourself, but you feel you're aligned with your values. It's a healthy amount of pride, so to speak. It's a good amount of healthy amount of self-trust, where now you see that negative emotions don't need to dictate how you act in your life. They never did. They don't need to. Only if you allow them to and you give them power, then they start to control your life. But if you don't allow the negative emotion to dictate the action that you take, then your life becomes a lot easier. And a lot of times it sort of feels easier to just sort of allow yourself to be pulled into this hypnotic state of your negative emotions and all this type of stuff. But at the end of the day, what we have to realize is that we have to not allow ourselves to be hypnotized by our negative emotions and then choose who we prefer to be instead, regardless of our fears and regardless of our negative emotions. And then this can begin to help you to shape yourself into the person again that you actually want to be, instead of who you believe that is just this like necessity that I have to do, and if I don't do it, then more negativity goes in that direction. But when we can commit to who we want to be, it feels like you have your free will and your spiritual sovereignty and your ability to choose back into the picture.